for a brand new episode of Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to a very special musical episode.
It's a musical episode of Welcome to Earth. Welcome to it and welcome to you. This is a show. This is just a podcast.
I can't stop snapping my fingers now.
Oh, God, he can't stop.
The music is in my soul.
Your arm's starting to break.
I gotta go.
It's falling apart. Okay,
right,
did you already get to the hospital and come back?
And a time machine. A whole series of events happened.
I was going to say, because you still have the cast on. Do you need me to sign it?
No, you've already signed it, actually.
Oh, did I?
In the future, yeah.
Okay, well, maybe that'll happen
in the past, sorry.
Oh.
We shouldn't get in time travel.
We're just not equipped for this.
Nobody will ever understand it if you.
I think they solved it in Back to the Future.
Who did they?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't make sense, but they still solved it.
Oh, fair.
All right, so this is the show where we talk to the supernatural, the otherworldly, and sometimes the just plain ordinary. And basically, that just means we're going to have some interesting people on the show. We're going to be interviewing them. We're going to be having a grand old time. And actually, today is the first day we have a preview of what's to come.
That's right. We've already recorded the podcast.
That's right. Speaking of time travel,
yes, that's actually very true. We've been filming things in the reverse order as they happen. So we actually did the outros first. So this is we have a quick intro if we want to get into.
Do you want me to play the first clip?
Sure, please.
All right. So this is our first guest.
Previously on the future of this podcast. Oh, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, man. I can't believe you went there.
I'm a bullfly. And that's exciting. I hope you guys are looking forward to the rest of this episode. To be honest, it seemed underwhelming, but those were actually the climax of each of the parts of the episode.
We didn't play one of them. There was an ending to that. Let me get back into it.
Oh, can't believe it's so hairy up in here.
Why don't you touch my legs like that?
Oh.
I'm a bullfrog.
That was a terrific clip. I'm looking forward to hearing this because it hasn't happened yet.
The context with which they are in make them incredible. It may be out of order, they seem unordinary, but let me tell you something special. You won't believe minute 46.
Look, I lined this up by saying that we're going to be talking to some either supernatural, otherworldly, or sometimes just plain ordinary. That sounded very ordinary, except for maybe the bullfrog.
There's a bullfrog in there?
He said something about being a bullfrog.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Okay, well, let's introduce the first guest on the show and see what just happened there. So we have, firstly, a friend of the show. We have then, coming up later, a caretaker of the gods. And then the one after that is one of God's creatures.
Okay, very good. Like all of us.
We are all created in the image of God, which in the case of bullfrogs is an insult to God, if I'm being honest.
Excuse you?
Yeah, well.
It's an insult to bullfrogs.
Oh, yeah, because they look like God?
No, they are insulting creatures, just inherently.
I bet they are. All right, so let's introduce the very first one, the friend of the show, Billy Smart. Would you please open up the door and let in Donkey Dave? Oh, it's been a minute since we've had Donkey Dave on the show.
What's up, fellas?
Hey,
give us some
Donkey.
scam,
baby boy.
Secret handshake.
This is the anvil and the...
Oh, the anvil and the stone.
Yeah, the anvil and the stone.
Well, anvil on the stone, dude.
Beauty
I'm speaking of
Beast.
stone, am I right?
Oh, famously, yes.
Women.
Wait, what?
Speaking of stone.
Oh, I thought you were going to make a reference to the fact that you're always stoned.
I'm so stoned I forgot I was high. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How you doing, Josh?
Oh.
Hello. You a little stoned, bro?
Huh?
This guy's still crazy.
Josh, do you smoke? Are you?
That's a question if I
Are you still crazy from The Mask last week?
Of course not.
You guys watched Jim Carrey's seminal work, The Craft?
The Craft? The Mask? I have now actually seen The Craft. It's not a Jim Carrey movie. It's a teeny bopper movie.
I could have sworn that was Jim Carrey.
No.
He plays so many characters, you know?
He does, but yeah, it was played primarily by little goth girls.
I thought he was just twisting his face in a fun new way.
No, but The Mask is a Jim Carrey movie, and that's a fun one. I haven't seen it for a while.
I'm scared of people that cover themselves in green.
You are? So like people
I don't like it one, but
so the people that play the Hulk would be terrifying.
Oh, that's
to you.
great. Yeah, he's too big too. Like, at some point, gains mean wins. You know what I'm saying?
Like Marlon Wayans
Like Marlon Wayans are the famous trout fishermen.
of the Wayne brothers,
Of the Wayne-
famously trout fishermen.
Yes, of
Not
course.
comedians, not directors and
I
actors.
didn't realize they had that. They were into that kind of work.
No.
I'm a real fish guy.
But you know them from fishing. Have you ever fished with them?
I've never fished with them, but I've fished at them from afar.
Whoa, you're trying to fish for Wayne's brothers?
I'm a offensive fisherman, which means I catch my fish on the rail and I use them to skewer other fishermen in my trap.
You use fishermen as bait for other fishermen?
No. Excuse me.
What kind of bait would you use for them?
Well, there's an order of bait. First of all, I put a little wormy on my rod, right, real regular, and then I throw that in the water. I catch myself a trout. I'm one of the best. I'm one of the world's brightest.
What's the biggest trout you've ever caught?
How far away am I?
I don't know, maybe 4 feet?
4 feet away, 6 inches. You get closer, that thing gets huge. Whenever I'm up and close trying to smooch up on that trout guy.
Yeah, that's how perspective works. I agree.
And I use that fish. I put it back. I catch and release, but I release on my line, my fishing line.
Yeah.
And then I throw that fish back in the water. Another fisherman catches the same fish. All of a sudden, that fisherman's in my trap. Now he will have to sell me his goods.
Oh, I was going to say, when you catch a fisherman, do you eat them?
No,
Do you
catch a man when fishing, you fish him off the grid. But you catch a man forever off the grid, you'll never fish. So take with that what you will.
Yeah. I'm struggling. I am struggling, but I'll think about it for a while.
That's not what I came here to talk about today. You brought up Mr. Wayne.
No, but it's fascinating that you've been in contact with them and fished for.
I fished at them from afar, but I've never met them. But speaking of Mr. Wayne, Batman is a movie. And movies are what I'm here to talk about today. Fellas, I just saw the new Barbie movie.
Oh, yeah?
I just saw it. I'm a big fan. That guy,
Okay.
what's his name? The blonde one, played by
Ryan Gosling.
Gosling. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know he was real. I thought he was another character.
Speaking of God's creatures.
Speaking of God's creatures,
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, his character on that movie, what's his name? Ken?
Yeah, I believe it's
love
Ken.
that guy.
Yeah?
Ken is great, dude. He figured out this thing that they talked about in the movie. I kind of want to bring patriarchy. I want to make that real.
You want to make patriarchy real?
Yeah, it looks so much fun in the movie.
Well, I have great news for you because the patriarchy it's here.
The patriarchy? No.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why?
And
Nobody's dressed in pink.
What's more, you're part of it. You're part of the patriarchy.
What? But I don't hold.
I just want the audio listeners to know that he was scratching his eye like he was falling asleep. Going, what?
This is just such surprising information. I'm overwhelmed right now.
Sure.
I'm beginning to weep.
Oh, don't cry. Yeah, no, you're part of the patriarchy.
No, but I don't even own a horse. That's the kind of thing that I think we should make. Men should be less masculine. We should bring the patriarchy so that we can stay at home, wear our furs and our covers, and every day when our ladies come home, I can be like, get out of here. I'm hanging with my boys. You know what I'm saying?
I think I do. I haven't seen the Barbie movie yet. I'm looking forward to it.
You've not seen it?
I haven't seen it. I know it's cinematic art.
Spoiler alert, but I came at the end.
So is the spoiler that people will generally come at the end of the movie?
Excuse me? No. I'm saying I only saw the last 15 minutes of the movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it was so exciting. I walked in. I came right then, and I was like, "Whoa, this looks awesome. We should make it real."
Gotcha. Okay, so does that mean that the movie is not generally about patriarchy? You only saw the last bit of it that was?
I thought the movie was about Ryan Gosling figuring out he was a real boy. And he realized that he was a man by dressing up in pink and boots and little booties and a cowboy hat and then walking around being like, I'm sorry, I feel sad.
Aw. So the only things that I know from the movie are Kenergy and...
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, and Kenvy, maybe? I don't know. There are a bunch of Ken puns.
Kenvy.
Yeah.
Kenvy.
Are you feeling Kenvious of me?
I'm trying to free associate in my stopping short brain.
I think it's all the weed.
It's not the weed, bro. I
don't think?
smoke too little. I should start trying more.
You try harder to smoke weed?
I've had the same weed dealer since I was 14.
How old was your weed dealer? Wait a second.
Yeah, how old was my weed dealer?
Yeah.
He was like 9.5.
So he was younger than you.
Still is.
Yeah, well, I guess so, unless he died.
He's a young guy, a little young entrepreneur. Mark Cuban would be happy.
That's right.
He'd be very proud of it.
Yes, he would. Okay, so he was 9 years old and selling
9.5.
9.5.
And 3/4 probably at this point.
When you're 9, what grade are you in? Are you still in elementary school?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's do the math. 5 after K and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 9 is in 5th grade.
Hang on, genuine question for you, donkey. Is that a real rhyme, or did you just make that up?
No, I thought that's how everybody remembered how old you are in a certain grade.
I didn't know.
Yeah. 5 after K. 1, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 4, 9 is in kindergarten. 5th grade.
Yeah, no, okay, well that really makes sense to me.
This is a very succinct rhyme, but what if someone gets held back a year?
If somebody gets held back a year,
How do
then
you
you're
calculate that?
forbidden from saying that song.
You're forbidden from rhyming ever
You're
again.
not allowed to rhyme. There are certain things you'll lose forever.
Oh no.
Yep.
So what if you drop out? What are you not allowed to do then?
What are you not allowed to do then? You're not allowed to eat in the lunch line.
I should hope not. You dropped out. You're not there anymore. You're sneaking back
Exactly.
in,
So it
not going
makes
to
a lot
classes
of-
anymore.
It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
I wonder if there's an epidemic of that happening throughout the country where dropouts are still sneaking in around lunchtime.
I'll believe you me. I was a dropout myself.
Oh, yeah?
I ate for free for 15 years. That's why there's that law in place.
Oh my goodness. Well, I thought, now that I think about it, you still have to pay for lunches, right?
No, you just have to physically threaten them.
Oh, I guess that'll do the. Wait a second.
I'm such a big 9-year-old.
Now or
At this point, I'm huge.
yeah, you're very very big.
Oh, yeah.
But so you're going in and you were going in and threatening the lunch.
No. Listen, I don't want it to be attributed to my character that
Yeah.
I'm any sort of physical like being. No,
Yeah.
no. I live in the sky.
Sure.
But when I go into these lunch lines, yeah, I wear a muscle shirt. I wear my muscle shorts.
Yeah.
And my muscle shoes. And
Muscle shoes.
yeah, so
Do you have very muscly feet?
my feet are huge. My feet climb the walls better than I can.
Right. Well, your feet are part of you.
What's that?
Your
Oh, my feet are part of me as much as they're part of you, baby. Like we all live. It's a continuum.
Whoa. You're making me think now.
Don't think too hard. Listen, you'll poke holes in it.
Okay.
Yeah, just like blindly accept it. It's
All
groovy,
right.
baby.
Yeah, groovy. All right.
Wait for a second. Oh, that's crazy. I just wanted to make sure that I hit my catchphrase, and maybe you'll use that later.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know.
Yeah.
We haven't done the intro to the episode yet.
Well, that's good. Hey, listen, it's dangerous to do these things forward.
Yeah.
If you do things backwards or sideways,
Then you know what's coming.
you know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like me at the end of the Barbie movie.
Nice. Okay, and so you really liked the Barbie movie, and you liked the patriarchy.
I like the idea that like I can wear a little short shorts and my little booty shooties, and I can wear gloves on a daily basis, and people aren't like, "Puh," you know, like looking at me funny.
Okay, so what I'm taking away from this is you want to be able to dress fancy, and for people not to question you.
Yeah, I want to dress fancy because listen, I get shoved into a box every morning and shipped across the country, and when I have to do that, I can't wear my bulky shoes, and I want to. This is my PSA for a USA Weekly. I don't want to be shipped into a box and halfway across the country every morning.
No.
And I want to be able to wear my shoes. So please stop waking me up and shipping me in a box across the country every morning.
So this has happened to you?
Daily. It's a problem. Have I not talked about this before?
No.
Every morning, I get cracked up at the wake of dawn. And I wake up at the crack of dawn.
You cracked up? You smoke crack?
Only in the mornings. So it doesn't really count. It's not like
Okay.
It's not like the day has started.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it.
Sure.
And by crack, of course, I mean weed.
Okay. All right.
I'm not a crackhead. You would know if I was a crackhead, I'd be saying crazy things over here.
Yeah, you've never done that.
I'm saying normal, regular things.
Yeah. Okay. But you get shipped across the country?
I get waked up in USA Weekly. They shuffle me around, and then they're like, quick, get in this box. And I'm by that waking hour, I'm so filled with like smoke that I don't know what's happening. They put me in this little box and they ship me in the mail. But it's single day shipping, so like I wake up the next morning in the different place. And I'm just in a box, and they say it's for my own safety.
Right. And how do you get back? How do you get back home?
How do I get back
to do
home?
your chores and
like,
things around around your cave?
What is a home? I have a cleaner at my cave.
At your cave?
For the audio listeners at home, remember I was raised in a cave.
Right, with bats that you would
Bats.
smoke out.
I would smoke the bats out. I live in a cave, and it's really groovy.
And
I have a
pretty
cleaner now. She's great.
I'm pretty sure you're also like a lord or something of your area.
Oh, it's so much responsibility.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so is your landlady, is she one of your vassals?
No. Landlady? No. That's Brenda. She like just lives around, and she's like, oh my God, what a sty. And I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. And then she starts cleaning up. And she can't even get smoked out. Every once in a while I get like a little bit self-conscious that she's around and she's cleaning up like everything in my house. And sometimes I lose my items because of it. But and I try to smoke her out. I guess smoke so much of that good stuff, and then she doesn't even get phased. She's usually like, oh, is that citrus? And I'm like, oh, this bitch, you know.
Does she try to smoke up with you?
She tries, but then I'm like, shoo, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then she like starts picking up my shoes, and I'm like, what the fuck?
But do you appreciate that she's doing all this work for you?
Listen, I live in a cave. I can't be picky about what's lying around. It seems like she's the one that needs it more than I do.
Well, speaking of needing it, do you ever have sex with her?
Whoa. Listen, I've told you this before. I live in a cave.
Yeah.
I have no time for sex.
Have you told me that before?
I've told you this every time we meet. You always walk up to me and you'll try to prompt me with some sexual favors. And I'm like,
Well,
I live in a cave. I have no time for that.
Look, you're a cutie pie, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise.
I live in a cave, Zach. We've talked about. Please stop.
I mean, you
don't understand.
Live in a cave, but you come out occasionally. And if you come out, you might as well come in me.
Whoa, but if you want that so bad, then like, you would come on more fishing trips with me, but you don't, because you don't like the sticky icky.
Well, the sticky icky is a little upsetting, but also I'm just not a fisherman. I feel like whenever I go, I'm like, oh, I can't fish. I just don't have the patience. What is the bird squeaking in my ear? Can you hear that?
I can hear that bird. You guys got birds? You know, once I
Wait a second. Is it a bird? Or is it one of your bats?
They don't know. They don't have any sense of direction anymore. I smoked that out of them. So
there it is again.
No, I would recognize one of my birds. That is a land weevil. I can tell by the timbre in its squeak. And to be honest, I'd want to be sure that the microphones are even picking that up, because it's a fascinating creature.
The bat? Yeah, I don't know if the microphones are.
It's a land weevil.
The land weevil is, well, I don't know. It sounds a lot like a bat. Do land weevils squeak?
Land weevils make every sort of noise you can imagine. They're called the human Bugs Bunny guy.
By who?
By me.
Okay. Is that how we introduce things? Like, they are called. It really evokes that more than one person calls them that.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you believe anything you read, you can write anything you want, you know?
True. All right. So what have you been up to these days, Donkey Dave?
These days, let me count my coins. Well,
You're a coin counter, apparently.
Well, I count my coins every time I'm asked a question, so that I know what kind of change might happen in the world.
Did you get that change from Obama?
Obama.
I remember getting a lot of hope and a lot of change from that guy.
Oh, that's so true. He was the one guy that I could trust with all of my secrets.
Oh, wait a second. I know another guy that's all about secrets.
Oh, you know a secret, Smith?
I know a secret, Smith. You want me to call him out?
I'm not sure of who you speak, so please introduce me.
All right, Billy Smart, would you please look in the back room for Little Man? He was just on last week, but I think he might still be back there.
Is he in Ruth's body?
Oh, he is in Ruth's body. Look for Ruth. Billy, look for Ruth. for the audio listeners who didn't listen to last week's episode, we had an old woman on who died, and this guy called Little Man, he's like a shadow monster, went inside of her body and reanimated her, so he now lives inside of this old lady.
Okay.
You've got very squishy feet.
I was taking a bath.
Oh, wait, I didn't mean to disturb. You can put your clothes on, first of all.
Well, no, you disturb me, you get all the glory.
Oh, man, Ruth.
Oh, this guy's crazy. You got some flabby titties, my man.
This is a lady.
Oh, that's a woman?
Yeah.
Oh, well, drink fresh. Oh, that's crazy. You say, speak like that to me.
Drink fresh.
I'm a woman of labor. All right, what do you call me for?
We have somebody here who was interested to hear. I'm speaking now not to Ruth, but to Little Man. So if you could crawl out of her mouth real quick.
Hello.
It is me, little. Oh, Ruth's body slump over.
Oh, just, prop her up against the wall a little bit. There you go.
Okay.
Hello. Hi, Little Man.
It's a pleasure to drink here.
Drink fresh. So we have somebody here who was interested in your secret smithing.
Oh, that's quite right. So, a secret smith. Why did I say anything about that?
I don't remember why you did at this point, but I will tell you
I
that
counted my coins.
Little
And
Smith's.
then we talked about Obama.
We discussed all about
That's
Obama.
because I trust him with all of my secrets.
Right.
It
Well,
was Obama.
Well, I also think that you can trust Little Man with your secrets, and he will tell you truths of the universe if you speak a secret into his mouth.
If you speak it into my mouth, I will drink it into the world.
Yeah. So, what you want to tell him a
This
secret?
guy is on another level.
He
Are
sure
you
is.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Can I use that one in the future? Drink it into my eyes and I'll see into the world.
Man, you guys are getting very, very psychedelic, and
Well, I am made of smoke.
yeah, you're a shadow. I guess you're a shadow monster. Have we ever really defined what you are?
I like to not live under labels. I like to
Sure.
live in little tiny boxes underneath the couch. It's
Sure.
cold down there and nobody
like
can
that.
see me when I collect my little dust mites.
Oh, is that what you eat? Is that how you survive? You eat dust mites?
No. I use them as currency with the spiders. The spiders know everything.
Is that where you get your truths of the universe from spiders?
Yes. They speak it into the world that you eat the 8 spiders every week or every year in the lifetime. I ate all of my spiders once. I ate every single one of them, and then they turned me into the secret spaceman. And I can now speak truths in the universe because they weave webs in my mind.
Interesting. So you're being essentially mentally puppeteered by spiders.
In a way, in another way, I'm free finally for the very first time.
Good. All right. Well, yeah. All right. He's opening his mouth. So, Donkey Dave, do you have any truth that you want to learn?
Oh, but what is truth? Oh, maybe
That's
that's a good question. Whoa, I can really. And you're telling me spiders know about truth?
we'll have to see.
I never trusted them, but I can see. Why not? Okay. Little man, let me speak in. What is truth?
Wait, did he give you a secret? Because that was just the question.
Thank you for reminding me about that. Little, you man with the face and the ears and the eyes. You.
You're talking to me? Oh.
Yes, I need you to tell me a secret. Tell me a secret into my mouth, and then you ask your question, and then I answer the question. Okay?
I don't have any secrets. We'd have
Your life is an open book?
My life is kind of I told you I only trust Obama with my secrets. You'd have to ask him.
Do you want to call up Obama?
No.
Okay. All right.
I think little man, I don't think I'm the guy for you, my friend.
That's okay. Listen, I'm gonna go finish my body bath. Take a Ruth with me, okay?
All right. Crawl back inside of her mouth.
Joshua. Here I go.
He sounded a little bit like Little Man as he walked away.
If you're looking for more secrets, we still have the sieve. It's locked up inside the box.
I don't know, was it that was my first encounter with the supernatural, and I have a feeling that I don't like it. I'm a man of the earth.
Wait a second. Aren't you a vampire?
No,
I thought.
I drink red blood,
Sure.
and I don't poop, but I sleep.
Can you be seen in mirrors?
I don't believe in them.
You don't think they exist, or you just don't abide of?
I don't think they reflect properly. They never show me in them.
Yeah. That's, I think, because you're a vampire.
You're a fool.
Well, that may
I
be
will
true
not
too.
be spoken to like this. Oh, I'm just kidding. Imagine if I were mad.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
I'd be so crazy.
Yeah, you're way too high to be mad.
I'm like totally losing energy too. Do you want me to like go smoke a fatty in the parking lot and then I'll come back in here and we can finish things up, you know?
We have to take a break soonish.
I mean, why not? Let's just
Take a quick break. You can smoke a fatty,
Yeah.
and then you can come right back on. And after we reestablish your energy, we can introduce the next guest. How does that
I'll
sound?
just breathe for you, babe.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
All
breathe
right.
for me.
I'm gonna let me tie my shoes real quick.
All right. So we are going to take a quick break. When we return, we're going to have more with Donkey Dave, and we'll be introducing the caretaker of the gods. So when we come back, we'll be there. We'll be doing that and a lot more. So stick with us for more Welcome to Earth.
Oh, that's crazy.